So Apple just announced yesterday that they bought MotionVFX and that MotionVFX is, becoming a part of Apple. And that creates some weird implications for DaVinci Resolve people because it looks like they're just discontinuing their entire DaVinci Resolve line of tools. And they haven't officially confirmed anything as to the future of their DaVinci Resolve tools, but right now on their new website, you have to scroll all the way to the bottom to even find the DaVinci Resolve store. So I think it's pretty safe to assume that we're not going to see any of those packs updated, and we're not going to see any new packs for MotionVFX for DaVinci Resolve. Now, that does really suck for anyone that uses MotionVFX, but in this video, I want to focus on the solution and not necessarily just the problem. MotionVFX being out of the market is going to create a huge opportunity for new DaVinci Resolve templates. So I want to talk about some templates that we have today from some awesome creators, and then also talk about a few things you should watch out for when buying templates in the future. About 3 years ago now, I noticed just a lack of quality DaVinci Resolve tools on the market, and started making some own tools for my workflow just to speed up certain tasks. And once I saw how much time those would save and the potential for those tools, I put them together and created whip templates. I don't want to talk about my own stuff too much in this video, but basically if you're coming from MotionVFX and want some other really awesome tools for DaVinci Resolve, check out my editor bundle. It includes editor collection, which has a bunch of utility time-saving tools like zoom animations, animations without keyframes, my corner camera effect, all sorts of stuff like that, and uses my custom anim engine framework so that way you can customize the animations without using those keyframes. Then also included in the editor bundle is editor titles, which has hundreds of title designs that let you change pretty much everything inside of them, and again powered by the anim engine so you can customize the animations without any keyframes. If you want some tools that are optimized, easy to use, consistent, and have a ridiculous amount of customization, then check out Whip Templates, and getting the bundle lets you save both money and time. Another creator who sells tools is Mr. Alex Tech. He has his Magic suite of tools, the Magic Toolkit, and so Magic Animate, Magic Zoom, they do have some overlap with some of the tools in my editor collection pack, so check out the editor collection pack, check out Magic Animate and Magic Zoom, and see which one works best. Either way, you're going to get an amazing tool. And then he also has his Magic Subtitle tool, which that just blew me away the first time I saw it. It has so many cool features and just makes the subtitle process really easy. So check all of that out, linked down below. Another really awesome creator who's making some tools is Patrick Sterling. He's been making free and paid tools for years now. And he has some cool stuff like his proto pack, a lot of cool tech stuff. And he's also working on a program that'll let you make your own macros and just make that process really easy. So subscribe to his channel and check out his store, linked down below. And another one that not many people talk about is Spark Effects by William Justice. This one's a bit different than your normal macro or template workflow, as it's actually another program that runs alongside DaVinci Resolve. That program is able to work with the macros that he's built for DaVinci Resolve, as well as run scripts to do stuff like a timeline spell check, really advanced grids and layouts, and a bunch of other cool stuff that you should definitely check out. Now, those are just the creators and the tools that I thought about when making this video, and specifically in the edit page, stuff that kind of replaces MotionVFX category, but I'm sure I'm going to think of a lot more, so I'll try and link some more down in the description. And I want all of you to comment what plugins you use and what's your favorite, so that way we can create a huge recommendation list for everyone to look at. But in this video, I also wanted to talk about what to look for when buying DaVinci Resolve templates, because we're going to see a lot of new stores, some really good, some really bad, and you just want to be careful to make sure you get good tools that are worth your money. As someone who's been building tools and using them for years, I know some stuff to look for and want to help you out. So the first thing we want to look at is the reputation of the seller. All of the people I mentioned today are, content creators who have been making tutorials and tools for years, and they have a huge community that's going to vouch for what they do. If you're buying something new from someone you haven't heard of, at the very least do a quick Google search or a Reddit search to see if you can find any reviews or people talking about their experiences with the tools and with the seller. You want to make sure that you get plugins that work, that actually help you and allow for customization so you can match it to your videos. And the next thing to look for is the support of the tools. There's not really a consistent standard across the board at this point for DaVinci Resolve tools, but you want to make sure that when you buy something, you'll be able to ask questions about it and get support if it goes wrong, and that you'll get updates in the future and it's not going to be discontinued tomorrow. As an example for my tools, they get lifetime updates, so if you buy it once, you get the updates in the future, and you get fast support. I usually get back within 24 hours. I'll tell you it's 2 to 5 business days for response time in case I'm on vacation or whatever. But if you ask anyone, I get back really quick and try and answer as many questions as I can. And the last thing to look for is the training available for the tools. Watching a tutorial is one of the best ways to figure out if a tool is actually going to help you. Because in the tutorial, you can watch them go through and customize all of the settings, and you can see how it works inside of an actual workflow. Plus, if you buy a plugin set and it doesn't have any training, it's going to take you a long time to learn how to use it and actually start saving saving time with it. Again, looking at my stuff, you can find a tutorial for all my tools on my website, and some of the tutorials are on my Whip Templates YouTube channel, but this way you can see what the tools do, and once you buy it, you can get up and running and using the tool in just a couple of minutes. So yes, right now it does look like MotionVFX is leaving the DaVinci Resolve space, and that's going to create a huge gap in templates in the short term. But right now, there's already a ton of amazing tools that we looked at today in this video, and way more that I didn't talk about, and new stuff is coming out all the time. There's also a few people working on some tools that make building macros yourself a lot easier. If you want to look at the best way to build macros inside of DaVinci Resolve right now, check out this video I did with Matt McCool. It's on his Macro Lab app, which is a web-based UI that makes it super easy to build a macro and save a ton of time in the process. But to wrap this up, I'm optimistic about DaVinci Resolve templates in the future, just not the MotionVFX ones.